the Jets, Miami, and the Patriots. 4.5 is so low, tough division. I would go over. I got a feeling they can win 6 games. I mean, schedule's hard, but they have those 4. I'm going to go over 4.5 for Cleveland.
The way Mad Dog was talking, I thought he was going to say the Browns are winning 9 games, 9, 10 games. And then he said, I'm going with 6. Yeah, I think over as well, but very slightly. 5 or 6, 6 at the most.
Yeah, I'm going to go over. I think their offense, can they generate enough explosive plays on the offensive side of the ball, on the perimeter? Jerry Jeudy, look, he had a fantastic year a season ago. I think the offensive line will be strong. I think Joe Flacco will be serviceable. I think the defense, look, I love Jim Schwartz. They have added nothing but firepower on the defensive side. Remember the name Carson Schlesinger now, the rookie out of UCLA. He's going to be challenging now. He's going to be challenging for a Pro Bowl spot. He's that good. He'll be that good as a rookie. I think they're a 7-8 win football team if they can produce some explosives on the perimeter.
I have them at 7 wins. I think they can win 7. I got the over here. I think that obviously the AFC North is highly competitive, and no matter how dormant somebody is, somehow they find a way to win a game or 2 against one another. So I take that into consideration along with some of the other games on the schedule. I think they could pull out 7 wins.
Guys, the Niners win total set at 10.5 for this season. That's tied with the Lions as the second highest win total in the NFC, behind only the Eagles. Mad Dog, they also have the easiest strength of schedule in the NFL, so I want to make sure to point that out. 49ers over under 10.5 wins. What do you think?
I know a lot of people don't like them, but there's something about winning culture. That schedule, they play the Souths, they play the Saints, they play that teams in the AFC South, 2 easy divisions. And remember, Vegas is telling you something. If Vegas thinks they're 10.5, they're 10.5. I like the finish. They have a bye late. Titans, Colts, Bears, and Seahawks. They can win 3 of those. They can win 3 at the start. I love the over. Over 10.5 for San Francisco.
Oh, so just forget the rest of it. Just forget the pundits. Just forget the reporters. Just forget the experts, the commentators, the football analysts, and what have you. It's all about Vegas with Doggy. If Vegas said they're 10.5, they're 10.5. We just need to don't even pay attention to anybody else. Just go with Vegas. Hell to the no. There's no Deebo Samuels. Brandon Ayuk ain't coming back until a little bit later on in the season. I love CMC. That's my man right there. Love him to death, but his durability is still a question mark. He's looked 100% in practice and during the preseason. We get all of that, but there's a reason they went out there and got Brian Robinson Jr. from Washington, because they recognize the fact that you can't necessarily rely on Christian McCaffrey, who's missed at least 10 games over the last 3 consecutive seasons. Durability is an issue. I know this, and as a result of that, I'm not going with 10. They might win 10, or I see a 9-8 or a 10-7 record. I don't see them winning more than that.
Yeah, durability / availability is what's going to be their Achilles heel. That's what can just blow this all out of the water. And this football team right now is just banged up. And on top of it, on the defensive side, they have nothing but youth, especially on the defensive front, that they have to develop, that has to show that they can play at a high level. And you know what? The whole thing about using strength of schedule to me, that's another thing I don't like. Because these football teams that you're talking about, Doggy, that you're saying these are easy wins, they play the Titans and they play, who else did you say? I forget who else you even mentioned. The Bears. And look, these teams are improved. This is not 2024. This is a whole new season this year, and those teams are going to be much improved. And right now, San Francisco, they're just hoping that they can get their frontline guys to line up for 13, 14, 15 games. Because right now, they're looking like a mass unit a little bit, especially at receiver.
Okay, you're not going to gang up on my guy, Doggy, like that. Number one, when we're figuring out the unders and the overs, you're looking at strength of schedule, and you're looking at the teams that they're playing. I think they can finish the season. I think the start of the season will be tough. I think they'll finish the season winning like 5 of the last 6. I will say over, because I trust the coaching staff.
All right, Lewis, this is for you. Philly, 3rd most difficult strength of schedule, because I know you want to factor that in, so I want to make sure that info for you. Defending Super Bowl Eagles win total is set at 11.5 this season, which is tied for the highest win total in the NFL. Mad Dog, over under 11.5 for the Birds.
I'm going to go under there with Philadelphia. Little hangover winning a Super Bowl. And I know that Lewis doesn't like to deal with this. Look at you just mentioned it. Look at that schedule.
Right.
And look at it. Look at it late. Look at it late. You know, they play. Look at that. Commanders at Bills. Commanders. Wow, that's a brutal finish. And you're going to need a win to make sure you get to 12. And remember, Lewis, for you, they play the AFC West. The AFC West is not a bad team in the AFC West.
You're right.
3 playoff teams last year.
You're right.
That's a hard schedule.
The AFC West.
I can see them 11-5.
The AFC West isn't bad. You know why? I don't care what they did last year. It's much improved this year. Chiefs are stronger than they were last year. The Chargers are stronger than they were last year. The Raiders are stronger than they were last year. Denver's going to be in the playoffs. So you're right. Based on how I think they're going to be this year, that is a hell of a schedule that they have to deal with. I'm taking the under for them because I think, look, everybody's gunning for them. Everybody's gunning for them. And on the defensive side, I want to know this. What's the depth look like on the interior? What does the cornerback position look like outside of, opposite Quinyon Mitchell? Yeah. That's what I want to know. Can they shut it down like they did last year when they could just bully everyone? Offensively, I think they're going to be fine. The offensive line is going to be good. Jalen's going to be the dude that he is, and they've got those dogs at wide receiver, and they got Saquon. They're going to be fine that way. Look, 10 wins. No. They're still in there anyway.
I got them at 12-5. I'm going with the over. I think their offense is going to be lethal, and sometimes, listen, their defense, it ain't like we're comparing their defense to the Cincinnati Bengals.
True.
The Eagles have a defense. Depth is a question mark. We get that with some of the losses, but I believe in Howie Roseman. I believe in who he brings in to supplement the losses or to offset the losses of guys that went out the door. So that's number one. Number two, Sirianni can coach. He's proven it. Number three, the Eagles' Achilles heel is sometimes playing down to the competition. The tougher the competition, the more they tend to rise to the occasion, particularly with a Jalen Hurts and a Saquon Barkley. That's how I'm looking at the Philadelphia Eagles. I see them going 12-5 this year.
I actually see them 12-5. I don't think the Eagles are entering the season like we're the defending champs. I think as soon as they won, it was like, all right, we turn the page. I don't think Saquon is going to rush for 2,500 yards. But I think Jalen Hurts will actually have a much better season this passing attack. I think that is actually what they're going to lean on more this season.
Stephen A., you know they hope in the season? Dallas Cowboys in Philly. Will you be attending? That's a Thursday, September 4th.
That's a week from the, I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about it. I mean, it's in Philly. It's in Philly, so I may very, very, very well be there.
I think Jerry could get you a seat if you needed it.
Well, I don't know if I'll be sitting with Jerry in Philadelphia. I don't know how wise that is. I don't know how wise it is, but not only that, I have plenty of friends in Philadelphia. I don't need a suite with Jerry Jones in order to have
especially Banner Day in front of Jerry might be rough.
Private jet in, private jet out.
No, I drive, man. It's right here.
That is so big of you.
Right
Somebody would drive you.
No, I drive myself.
Oh, so you'd be
wow.
Oh, you do?
I always drive myself.
Oh, that's where you'd be coming from here. I was just wondering if you'd be coming from Miami or LA or.
No, it'll be from here.
Undisclosed location.
It'll be from here. I'll be in New York. I'll be in New York that week. You know, the debut.
Never know.
The debut of Stephen A.
Let's be honest. His schedule, it's always fluid.
Yeah, I know. The list is fluid.
Yeah, the schedule's fluid too. All right, there might be speaking engagements. We don't know what could happen between now and then, all right? Starting companies, you never know. Yeah. Coming up, could Bill Belichick greatly impact his legacy with major success at UNC? Someone here says it may not matter what the legendary coach does in Chapel Hill. On the way, Mad Dog, I need your game face. Get your head in the game. It is our favorite segment of the week. You're on the road, but you can still deliver. We'll be right back.
I'm at 3 of the last 5